it's Nemo and welcome back to episode 19 of Wine, Sex and Chill. I hope your week went well and your Friday has started off well. For today's topic, we are just going right into it. This is a topic we had discussed on Instagram last year, but I didn't manage to do a video about it, so here it is. So this video is all about threesomes, all about different definitions when it comes to threesomes and counters, what a threesome is and how to actually go about getting into a threesome. As I said in my previous episode, this year we're just going to be open about everything, talk about everything, and have this information with us so we make better decisions for ourselves. So if this is something that irritates you, like it just gets your blood boiling, I don't even know why you're already watching this, but just click away because no hate, hashtag makasiriko, like it's an open space. We are going to be open and friendly with each other. So for those who would like to find out more about threesomes and what it involves, then grab your go-to drink and let's just get right into it. First things first, what is a threesome? A threesome is a group of 3 people engaged in the same sexual activity. So it just means Mr. A, Miss B, Madam C, I don't know, I've said it like that, come together and engage in sexual activity at the same time, at the same place. That's what a threesome is. It starts off quite simply and just goes into other things. So people generally start with a 3-way kiss, like 1, 2, 3, make out, and then move on with life. It gets quite awkward, but it's also quite nice. I don't know, it depends on who you're with. So next, now we're going to get into a few definitions that come under the topic of threesomes, so that when we're getting into how to get into threesomes, you know exactly what you're looking for or what you want or the terms that you may hear when engaging in this activity. So the first one is a unicorn. So a unicorn is a bisexual woman who comes into a relationship just for the sex. So what this means is there's A and B. A and B are in a relationship, and then unicorn comes along, has sex with them, they have a good time, and then moves on swiftly, no strings attached, no emotions, nothing. No, it's not romantic, it's not emotional, it's just purely sex. So this is unicorn's job. Unicorn's job is to be there for couples that want to engage in threesomes. So she will just come along, have sex, and then move on with life, like as simple as that. Like she does not come to interrupt anything that's between the two of you. She's just there for the sex, for a good time, and to move on with life. So, and in this day and age, with how things are evolving, the unicorn can be either a man or a woman, just depending on what you're into or what you want to try out. Cool. Next, we have MMF, FMF, or MFM. So M stands for male and F stands for female. So when you go onto any porn site and Google threesome and search for threesome, you will see different things popping up. There will be different suggestions for you put out, but that's basically it is. So an MMF is a male female. An FMF is a female male, and then an MFM is male female male. So if you're listening properly, number 1 and number 3 signs are similar. You're like they're 2 men and a woman, but how they've been arranged is a big difference. So when it comes to an MFM, that's a male female male, the 2 men will rarely have any contact with each other. They won't kiss, they won't touch, they're there to satisfy the woman. So it will be a man here, and then the woman in the middle. To differentiate more, this type of setup, male female male, tends to be called a devil's threesome, because when you do the devil horns, so there's a penis and then a hole. So basically that's what it is. But then when it comes to an MMF, this means that the male female, the males will have some form of contact. It might be all the way in, or just purely making out, or going down on each other, but whatever it is. If you guys want visual representations of this, just go to any porn site and search for any of these combinations and you will see for yourself. So as I said, MMF, male female, F, M, F, female, male, female, and then M, F, M, male, female, male. But then I feel that there should be an FFM, which is a female, female, male, because at times the women just want to get it on, you know, and then the man is just there for the penetration and then he goes. But yeah, so those are the setups that you would find in a threesome situation, generally speaking. Next, we have double penetration. I do not like this at all, but as I said, to each his own, and I'm not judging. So double penetration is being penetrated by two penises at the same time. And this one is mostly specific to penis being in the vagina and the anus at the exact same time. Again, if you want visual representation, just go on your go-to porn site and search for double penetration and you will have all the content you need to go through. Why it makes me go like this is just imagine there's a penis in your vagina and your anus, the space between the two is like this, but from what I watch, like the women always seem so satisfied. So it's right. It's good. Next we have heteroflexible. So when it comes to heteroflexible, this is basically a straight person who is willing to experiment with the same sex. So you are not bi, you are not gay, you are very straight, you are attracted to the opposite sex, but yet again you want to experiment, and that's totally fine. That doesn't change your sexuality. It's, for example, somebody who doesn't smoke. I don't smoke, but maybe I want to experiment and see how it would feel. That does not mean I'm a smoker. I just want to experiment and then I will make my decision at the end of the day. That's basically what it is. Then the opposite of this is homoflexible. So a homoflexible is a gay person who is willing to experiment with the opposite sex. Doesn't mean they're attracted to the opposite sex, they just want to experiment and see what this opposite sex activity is, and that's basically it. So there's been a lot of topics around this and a lot of conversations around this where people are like, I am very straight, but I want to experiment. Does that make me gay? No, it doesn't. You just simply want to experiment. You just want to explore and find out what is this thing that is out there, you know, and at the end of the day, you don't know if you like something or you don't like something until you try it out. So you might be flexible and that's totally fine, babes. That's totally fine. Next we have triad. So triad is a relationship between three people. How we have a couple, which is a relationship between two people, there's a triad. So A, B, and C are in a relationship all together. Like the three of them are in that relationship. The decisions, the conversations, and everything that happens between the three of them, between that relationship, happens within those three people. So that's what a triad is. Last but not least, we have cuckold and cuckquean. If you watch lots of movies, or back even in the day when you used to watch a lot of movies, you would hear this word being thrown around like an insult. You're such a cuckold. And I was like, what the hell is that word, man? Come to research and find out what it is. So a cuckold is a man who enjoys watching his woman having sex with a different person. So that basically means like we have A and B. A is a man, B is a woman. So A enjoys B having sex with C. Like they get off from seeing their woman having sex with somebody else. And that's totally fine, hey? You know? The opposite of that is cuckquean. So a cuckquean is a woman who enjoys seeing her man have sex with other people. They get off from that, like it arouses them sexually like that. So that's how even threesomes can start setting up. You tell your partner, no, you go look for somebody, I will watch and then I will enter. So those are the definitions that you may come across when it comes to threesomes, the whole threesome world. If you guys know other definitions, do let me know. That plenty, like there's a lot of research out there, there's a lot of information out there. It's just you going out and finding out what exactly you want. But those are the general definitions that you would hear, that you would come across when it comes to this. Next, how to get into a threesome. Now for the meat of the conversation, like the juice of the conversation. So I have no problems with the threesomes. Again, I feel like we are sexual beings, so why not explore and experience everything? As long as we're not hurting ourselves or hurting others, why not just go for it. Why not just feel, enjoy, all of that. So I have no problems with threesomes. If I could say it's on my bucket list, it's on my bucket list. But I have no problems with threesomes. So, how to get into a threesome? Number one, make sure you want it. Make sure it's your decision and you're not being forced by your partner or somebody else to get into a threesome. Because there's nothing like doing something that you don't want, because you will start regretting it from the moment it happens. You will start questioning yourself, like, why did I do this? Why did I do that? What if I had said no? What if? So before you get into a threesome, before you even start thinking about threesome, make sure you want it. It's your decision and nobody is making you want it. Number two, discuss it with your partner if you are in a relationship. So again, a relationship is between you and your partner or your partners. So whenever it comes to such things, whenever it comes to honesty, I feel like anything, always have a discussion, always communicate with your partner so you're always on the same page. So for example, if you want to experience a threesome, start the conversation with, do I really want it? Yes, I really want it. Like, this is what I want. Then discuss it with your partner. Is your partner comfortable with it? Is it something they've been thinking about? Is he or she okay with you getting into a threesome? Open that conversation and be as honest as possible with them to see if they would want to do something like that. Number three, find your match or your matches. So if you're in a relationship already, you've discussed it with your partner and this is something that both of you want, now you start looking for that third party. If you're single, you start looking for other people that would want to be in a threesome, So find your match. It can happen that you find them almost immediately or it takes a while, but this is something you need to be sure. Picking that other person to bring into this setup, especially if you're in a relationship, it needs to be a well thought out decision. Like, the person needs to tick both your boxes a lot. Number four, safety first. So when it comes to safety, so you found the person you want to have the encounter with. Now comes the question, have you been tested? When was the last time you got tested? Do you have any infections? What's your sexual history? This might seem like a lot to ask, but at the end of the day, life happens. Anything can happen at any time. So as much as you practice safe sex, you and your partner practice safe sex, like safety is your priority, the both of you have been tested, or you as an individual, you as an individual has been tested. When you're bringing this other person or these other two people into this setup, you need to know each other's history, sexual history. Like, you need to know when's the last time they got tested. You need to know, like, what is going on with their health, because life happens, man. You need to always take care of number one, and number one is you. So safety first. Next, make sure the three of you are comfortable with each other and comfortable with the situation. So it always seems like a good idea. Oh yeah, let's have a threesome, we're cool, we know each other, or you and I vibe, or whatever. But then, are you comfortable with each other? Like, think of the afterwards. Like, after you've had sex, after you've climaxed, after you've orgasmed, like, how is that going to be? Will you still be comfortable with each other? Can you guys make jokes with each other? Like, I would suggest go out on a date to the three of each other and just see how those vibes feel. On text is a different thing, on calls is a different thing, but in person, like, you get to know each other properly and see if this can actually work. Can we enjoy each other? Can we have a good time? Such things. Next, set boundaries. Please never assume what the other party wants or what the other party is thinking. Never make assumptions. Never make assumptions. Set clear, definite boundaries. For example, I'm a very territorial person. When it comes to my relationship, it's my relationship, my man. Do not look at my man. You can look at my man. He's a fine-ass man. But I have set boundaries. If I was to get into a threesome, my partner is not, and I repeat, my partner is not going to penetrate that other person. That penis is mine and mine alone. So you see, I am very clear on the boundaries. Number one boundary, very clear. So you need to set those boundaries, make them clear and precise, and make sure the three of you understand those boundaries, because these things can cause havoc, guys. Like, again, on paper it sounds so fun, it sounds so simple, but when it comes to actually putting it in effect, that's when heads will turn. So set clear boundaries. Act. Next, communicate. Now you've made the plan, you guys have discussed, you got tested, you've set your boundaries. While it's going on, while things are happening, communicate. Like, tell the people, yes, like that. No, don't go there. I'm not comfortable with that. Hey guys, I want in on it as well. So just communicate, and in communicating, you guys are able to enjoy yourselves to the maximum, are able to have a good time, and just able to, experience and have a good time. But yeah, next, control your jealousy. As I said, Mina, I am very territorial. Ooh, good. I am very territorial. I can get jealous quite easily, but you need to control your jealousy, because you have opened this conversation. You have opened this door for another party to come into the situation. So if these two people are doing way too much and you're feeling left out, communicate. Like, guys, I want it on this, I want it on this, wait, even me, I want some of this. But yeah, control your jealousy, because things can go from being super fun to people being pissed off, things flying off, and just not having a good time. So control your jealousy. Next, be prepared for awkward moments, because these two people have been doing it for a while maybe, and it's usually more simple for one person and another person to come together and just get it on, because you're just concentrating on the both of you. There's usually awkward moments here and there, but they're not as much as 1, 2, 3, having 3 different people, because now you have to navigate, like, what does each person enjoy. Person A might like what person B does not like. So how am I going to do that? How are we going to switch positions? How are we, how are things going to meld? So be ready for those awkward situations. But again, it's something you can communicate through. Just tell guys, hey boys, like, let's try something else. Next, focus on pleasing everybody. Again, when it's 2 people, it's just the 2 of you. You're just here, me looking at you, you looking at me doing you, you doing me. But now when you have another third person, it has to be me looking at you, looking at you, looking at me, making sure I'm also getting pleased. Well, the both of you are getting pleased. So again, communicate so that all of you are having a good time. Alright? Right. Next, after sex. What is going to happen after sex? You guys have climaxed, you had orgasms, and you're just like, oh, yo, that was good, eh? That was nice, we enjoyed, So now, after sex, what happens? Talk. Like, just don't all of you go silent, like, okay, that's finished. No, talk, how was it? Did you enjoy? Like, how you feeling? Like, do you grab a smoke together? Just find something after that sexual situation, just to make things less awkward, so that the 3 of you are okay with each other. Last but not least, check in on each other, because as much as maybe it was just sex, you just need to make sure that you guys are good, you guys are fine, especially if the people you pick are your friends. Like, you guys tend to be friends, you guys tend to be close with each other. Like, you will need to have that conversation and check in on each other and make sure that everybody was good, everybody is good, nobody is feeling some type of way after this sexual encounter. As simple as that. So again, you will always find people that are interested in what you're interested in. I honestly don't know where to look for people for threesomes, because it's not something like I'm really focused on. It's just, I enjoy my partner, like, it's fine, like, it's just me and him. We already have a bomb-ass life, so why look for somebody else? I don't know. Maybe it's there in the future, maybe it's not, I don't know. But when looking for these people, just be very wary. You know, again, like I I have paranoia like crazy. I'm always skeptical about everybody. So maybe you would want to start in your group of friends, because at the end of the day, if you've been friends with these people and you guys are really close, you know the type of conversations they have, you know the type of experiences that they want. Or you can go on to Tinder sort of pages. I'm pretty sure there's these pages like that or sites like that that are generally catered towards threesomes or towards sexual experimentation and different sexual encounters. So just do your research, look for what you're looking for, and you will find it. But I would not go towards the friend side, because I believe friendships should just be that friendship. Do not add anything that would complicate that friendship, because at the end of the day, if we don't have friends, who do we have? You get? So it's just life. Like, you will find, if it's something that you want, you will find it, you know, you will find a way to go about it. So it's just simple conversations, just being open about your sexual desires, because at the end of the day, we all have sexual desires. There are different things that we all enjoy. Like Amy, there's some things I enjoy and I'm just like, hey, you're mad, man, like why would you enjoy that? But it's fine, it works, you know. So yeah, I think that's it for this video. It says, yeah, I've covered everything. So what a threesome is, the different definitions or types that would come under threesomes, and how to go about threesomes. So again, as long as you're not hurting yourself or hurting others, go for it. Life is to be lived. Enjoy it. People who judge you need to sit in a corner and mind their own business, you know. But yeah, yes, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope the message came across. Have you been in a threesome? Are you thinking of getting into a threesome? Do let me know your experiences either in the comment section, or you can send me a DM. It's fine. I always keep my conversations with you guys anonymous, because you know everybody deserves privacy. So yes, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Hit the notification bell. Like guys, we've been doing 2 videos a week. Like we are coming full force this year. Like I am sticking to my word. I am sticking to my word. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I shall talk to you in my next one. Bye.